Alrighty everyone, hello. And today is Left2Learn, July 12th, 2014. Unfortunately, I kind of had to put everything together at the last minute. I was waiting for someone to come over and check my modem and make sure everything's fine, which it seems everything seems to be moderately fine here, so we're able to do the stream. There might be some dropped frames if you're watching live stream right now, but when you're watching the archive on YouTube, it shouldn't have any dropped frames. Anyways, with us today is going to be mentors Dusty and I believe Flo. So Dusty will currently be mentoring the Survivor team here, which consists of Kawaii, Desu, Tupug, Shakur, Terrible, and Rodriguez. While Flo will be mentoring the Infected team, consisting of looks like Corange, Kevsham, McNasty, and Wilson. Alrighty, and tonight's map will be Blood Harvest here. So, 79% tank, 65% witch, 79% tank, pretty easy tank to take as long as you make sure to skeep the rocks, or if you're going to be doing it inside the shed up ahead here. A lot of people don't really get to play Blood Harvest here all too much on Left 4 Dead 2. So, yeah, this little office shed here, portable office, etc. One of the decent places to play this tank, although it's not entirely favorable. Easy to get hitbox through the doors, through the windows, easy to get proxy boomed, and easy to get cornered in there. 79% tank will probably be played over here underneath this little chute here. Now, so here's the thing, it depends on how aggressive the survivors want to play. Survivors can either choose to play it here while the tank tries to throw rocks from here. If the tank makes the mistake of going up on top of the mountainside to get on top of the chute to try and drop on them, the survivors can probably run forward and make it in the safe room before the tank has anything to say about it. So the tank has to be very careful not to make that mistake, and if he does decide to get up there, he needs to make sure his support is good to go in case they do try and rush. And if you have any questions, feel free to type them in chat. If chat does not answer them, I'll try to answer them through the stream here. And on a side note, looks like the stream is doing alright here. Getting a bit of dropped frames, getting about, I want to say about 5% dropped frames for the time being. Alright, and while we're waiting for, the 4 people here to ready up, the first stage consisting of a 3-1 with a charger and a spitter here. Possibility of a death charge. You got this entire ledge here you can easily get death charged off of. They don't have a hunter, so they won't be going for a DP. A jockey and a smoker together, though, they can easily set up this death charge, but it's very risky. A spit charge in here, I want to say it's kind of unlikely. One, for the charger to land and not get cleared, and two, the spitter's got to be on the ball, because if he spits directly on the target with this ramp here, this little hill, if he spits directly on the target, the spit will go downward and the player will only take, minimal damage. So the spitter's going to have to kind of spit kind of above them, so that the spit covers as much ground so they can take as much damage in the spit. So I probably wouldn't go for a spit charge here. I would probably try and go for the death charge, although, I don't know. I just much prefer a boomer for this setup here rather than a spitter. Alright, we see 3 more players here, waiting on 3 more players to ready up here. See if I can try and get someone in here to co-cast this with me while we're waiting here. I think we got at least more, maybe 3 or 4 more minutes before they ready up. At least they should be readying up. Alright, still waiting for those ready ups here, and it looks like Pew Pew's discussing with his team, asking them if they want to try and set up this death charge. And this death charge, it's a really, really big angle to get it here. This entire cliffside, but setting up for it can be a pain. And the survivors need to make sure that they are looking for the usual sponsor, that smoker, which are pretty obvious. As we see one spot where the smoker's at right now. Don't really think you can get the spawn there, so the usual sponsor for the smoker, either behind this set of trees here, or even this set of trees here. As long as they're watching those spots, kill that smoker, they should not get death charge. Albeit, though, you don't all want to be backed up into the side here, because then that spit charge could actually become quite of an issue here. Rodriguez in chat, getting a little impatient here. And Kawaii Dasu replying no. Seeing a ready up from Kev Sham there, and looks like we are good to go here. So again, this is a 3-1 with the Charger and Spitter. Death Charge is very likely with this Smoker Jockey setup. Smoker looks to be in the position to set up for that Death Charge. Charger is getting ready to spawn from high above. Jockey's going to be coming from inside the bushes here. First Common gets headshotted there.
Reloading!
Looks like the Smoker is now changing positions. They are not going for the Death Charge. Jockey's up, Smoker is up, Charger is now up too. Smoker tries to get the pull but misses. Jockey's jumping around, not able to get the B-hops. It looks like the SI are now holding back. Smoker gets the pull, but the SI are nowhere near to help on that. They are now down one SI. Jockey's jumping around, Jockey's getting chipped. Charger's all the way in the back. They're not able to get that charge. The infected here are very disorganized at the time being. They need to go in with that attack here, but looks like they're kind of delaying it. Charger's thinking about it. He's going in. He's walking in here, and we see a Jockey, and it looks like the Chargers go in. Oh, but will this spread? No, it doesn't. Very fortunate there for the survivors that they were able to not get spit on. I'm not sure if it was just cut short or if it just hit the giant tree in the way there. It looks like the next attack here consisting with a boomer here, possibly going to be a 2-2. 2-2 here on the bridge could be pretty decent if you do it really well. Might be able to get a charger, get a multi-charge on that bridge. Boomer is up, Boomer gets Zoe. 3 survivors here, not boomed. One of them could be running forward, but they know that the spawns are up. Next attack consisting of a tri-cap here with Charger and Smoker. They could get a death charge here, but the Jockey does go down very quickly. Smoker is spawned. He's thinking about trying to get the pull, but the survivors are too far gone for this pull to happen. And Charger knows that he's not going to spawn up, so he's going to go up front and wait for his teammates to respawn here. So currently sitting at about, I want to say 54%, which will probably be seen before the tank. Alright, next attack consisting of a 2-2 here with Charger and Smoker.
Reloading!
Boomer is set up in front along with the Spitter. Boomer is going in for a free boom here. Manages to get Lewis. No other SR seen going in, so this is a sack here. They're saving up for a tri-cap with Spit, which actually is a pretty good idea here if you're going to be doing it before the Witch. Although if the tank's coming in before the Witch, but here comes the Charger. From behind this, find like a little car here, smoke goes in. Spit comes in here, just kind of a free spear, a little bit of damage going on to Zoe. They're running in, and Charger's still up, misses the punch, but managed to get one onto Rodriguez here. Was very disorganized there by the special infected, but they were still able to get in some decent chip here before this tank. And Witch is now up. Bill leading ahead here with that pump shotgun. Going to be making it to this Witch, but will he get the crown? He is very far away from his teammates, and he doesn't get the crown. This could be very, very bad, but looks like the SI are now coming in here to try to capitalize on that, and the tank is up. Pounce lands, but gets cleared very quick before a tick of damage goes in, and we see a boomer coming in. That's not going to be really good for the survivors here. In fact, they need to make sure to keep Bill down as long as possible here. Survivors should probably be trying to push this tank right now, but it looks like they're being very hesitant. One of them needs to be pushing that tank here while they're waiting to pick up Bill. They know that 2 spawns have to be down right now. Tank is now coming in. Jockey's coming in from behind. Manages to grab Zoe. Does some damage to the health bonus here. Here comes the Rock. Does not get skeeted, and he will be taking those pills, and looks like they're going back.
Reloading!
Looks like we got a sub in for Bill here. Colors is currently subbing in. Colors sitting at about 51 temp health with the set of pills on him. The entire Survivor team all have a set of pills for them. So this tank, I mean, let's see, I'm trying to see the, oh wow, the spec code not showing here. Damn, I can't see the tank's health. Want to see how much chip he took on that initial spawn there when he was trying to prevent them from getting up Bill. So, I mean, the survivors are in a pretty good position here. They're going to be taken inside the portable office shed here. 4 sets of pills, 1 person bleeding, so the tank can't really do that much damage while waiting it out. The tank is going to have to do some really quick cornering in there, because just in there, you get shredded as the tank. Although, it is also very easy to get boomed and very easy to get hitboxed in that particular room. I mean, unless all of you, like, you know, hide inside the bathroom, but then you're probably going to get cornered by the tank, which is probably a bad idea. Alright, looks like we're just waiting on the survivors here to ready up. So again, if you have any kind of questions about the game, feel free to ask them in chat. If they're not answered by anyone in chat, I will try and answer them over stream. I'm kind of wishing I would be able to move around here as spectator. So this tank, probably what this tank's going to want to be doing here, he's probably not going to want to commit right off the bat there. He should still have at least 100% in his first pass, if not maybe 90% here with them running back. Maybe he didn't have sight for a couple seconds there. Probably just wanting to play Rock Tank, maybe trying to do some hitbox rocks through the windows or the door, which are very possible here. Very dangerous too, because if a tank knows how to hitbox here, for that little office shed, it can just be disastrous. Not only because you have to stay away from those windows, if he knows how to hitbox rock, but by staying away from those windows, you put yourself in a spot where you can be easily cornered by the tank when he commits. So the survivors have to be on their toes to be able to move away from those corners and get ready to juke and circle the tank inside the office shed room here. Another thing there is just the spawns that can come from right from above you. They can even come from the bathroom if no one's going to be blocking the spawn, which nobody should be, since it's very easy to get cornered in there. And just easily get boomed, and if you get boomed in there, it's generally, if you get boomed in there, it's going to be up to the tank. If the tank can get quick corners while you're boomed, it's more than likely going to be a wipe. survivors need to take out the horde or take out the tank very, very quickly once they get boomed, because it's kind of like a countdown there. It looks like we're having some, I don't know, technical difficulties here, because Individual has joined the channel. I guess he's trying to figure out what's going on here. Oh, Vasil enjoying those emoticons there. Looks like Zen Digital's gone back to his spectator channel, so maybe everything is fixed up here. I'm not sure. There's only 5 people in the channel here. Looks like they're going to be having a sub in here. You might possibly be seeing Rob's a Tool subbing in here. S60. I'm not sure if that's a question aroused, but I guess my answer would have to be FDA. Things are incredibly quiet here. Again, I apologize for the technical difficulties we were just having. Somebody just dropped out here after they missed a crown on the witch. I'm not sure if that maybe had anything to do with it. But yeah, these survivors, I mean, they have a lot of health on them, a lot of pills. Just either gotta avoid getting boomed, or when they do get boomed, they need to make sure to kill that tank quick. Again, if you get boomed in this little office shed here, it's just pretty much a countdown, and the longer and longer the tank fight goes, the more and more likely you are to wipe, with all the horde coming into that little area there. Now it looks like Colors just got a no Steam logon. You know, speaking of technical difficulties here, Colors just, he subbed in here when he noticed that he was a bot after the Witch Crown had gone through. And, nobody knew anything until Colors was telling him to pause, and Colors, the sub, has, no Steam logon out of here. Looks like Colors has joined the channel now, so I'm not sure what's going on. We got 8 people in this channel. Alright, while we wait, for those of you out there that are watching here and have no idea how to get into competitive Left 4 Dead 2, I mean, this is Left2Learn here, and if at any point in time you're interested in getting into competitive Left 4 Dead 2 or giving it a try and seeing what it's about, Left2Learn, there should be a link down below my video here on my profile that leads you straight to the Left2Learn Steam group. The Left2Learn Steam group is dedicated to teaching players that are, I mean, you could either be veterans or casuals from, you know, regular versus, and just come in here and they can try and teach you the mechanics and the mentality behind competitive Left 4 Dead 2. All the stuff you can learn in vanilla versus, but a lot of people, you know, I personally, when I was, you know, playing public games, did not really care too much about the information that I learned here, which is extremely useful. But, anyways, we're gonna get back here to the game here. Tank is coming in here. Tank is going in for the car. Tank misses the car here and goes in for a second try on it. Tank's sitting at about 4.6k. A lot of chip going on to him while he's messing around with that car. Lewis is completely separated. Smoker tries to get the pull on him, but it does not happen. And Smoker does get the separation pull. Tank is now separating, and he's got somebody cornered there. Tank comes out with that car. Almost downs Francis, but he gets kind of screwed over there by that pinwheel. Oh, and we see another down here by that magnificent car. Cars flying around here, and just one survivor here left. And Lewis here having to take down 2.8k, but he is now cornered, and that will be a wipe there for the survivors. Tank kind of jittering around here. Gonna check to see if it's on my end. Could possibly be on my end. Either way, great job there by the special infected. Lewis just really separated himself at the beginning there, which was really unnecessary. I think that there might have had a rather big impact on them surviving. You never want to try and separate yourself like that, and if you are going to separate yourself, make sure you have a teammate, or at least be ready to get smoked there. You should have stayed near the trees to try and juke that smoker thing. So again here, first attack, same as the previous teams here, with a 3-1 in Charger Spitter. Could possibly see a death charge. The previous team, I don't think they were trying to go for the death charge. They were kind of disorganized here. So let's see what this infected team can bring to the table here. Possibly going for the death charge, or possibly going for a charge spit. Which again, if you're going to be spitting on this hill here, you need to aim slightly above the target so that your spit will fall down and cover as much of the ground as possible where the target is. If you spit directly at the target, the spit will kind of just dwindle down below him, and you'll get very minimal damage, or, you know, area coverness on them. See that Corange is having fun with that little signpost here, putting a spray on there. For those of you who don't know, if you put your spray right in the center, or I forgot, is it the center or the top? I think it's the center, and it covers a huge little margin of it. Reminds me of Swamp Fever Map 2 Safe Room. If you put your spray in a particular spot, kind of covers the whole cylinder around it. Alright, looking here, I mean, it doesn't look like the infected are setting up for a death charge here. We're going to be going live here. Right? It doesn't look like the infected are going for the death charge. Instead, it looks like they're going for a slightly later attack, maybe 1 or 2 seconds later than usual. Smoker is pretty high up there. Alone, though, no one is nearby to try and help him, so the other SI are going to have to go in first, and it seems we've got another pause here right off the bat. And Rails exclaiming, "No, no, no, no!" It happens. I mean, there's technical difficulties that always happen in Left 4 Dead 2. It's a really, really old game. You know, gotta expect the worst sometimes. Or the best. I expect the worst, though. Now, it looks like we're going live here. Alrighty. SI repositioning themselves, they're going deeper in. Smoker is really far forward here. If he spawns up and tries to go, he will not have any support from his SI. Looks like they're kind of pulling back here. Still not really leaving the safe room. Francis just kind of jumping around there, but looks like they are going. Bill is taking point here on the far left, making sure to keep safe so he can't get pulled to the side there. Very risky sometimes to go behind that tree because you don't know if a boomer or something will spawn up, but they do not have a boomer. Francis now taking point. Jockey comes and gets dead stopped here, but does not get killed. Smoker tries to get the pull, but he just could not get anyone through the brush. And Jockey does go down to Machete. Smoker still trying to get that pull. Charger's nowhere to be seen. Spitter is spawned up there really far in the back. Here comes the pull. Here comes a Charger, but really, really far away. This charge can't possibly land, but it does, and it might be. Oh my. That was almost a death charge there, but thankfully the survivors just on that charger and finished him off before he went over that edge there. Smoker's still alive here, sitting at 2 HP. Really wants to get rid of that Smoker. You do not want to keep a Smoker that ship, but it looks like he will get 2 ticks of damage here before he dies. Some decent damage coming out. Boomer up, and now in the hands of Terrible here. He can easily get a tri-boom here while he's waiting in between attacks here. Honestly, I would probably go for the free boom right here, try and get a spitter for the next hit. But it looks like they are going to be saving it. They're going to be going across the bridge. They might be going for a charge across the bridge. I'm going to see what these SI are up to with 10 seconds on Kawaii Desu's respawn here. Boomer's setting up that boom, but looks like he's repositioning here. Looks like they're setting up for either the Witch or they're just waiting for their next teammate to respawn here. Getting on top of this portable office here. They could possibly hit here. Now with the 2-2 here consisting of a Charger and a Jockey, they all just jump off the rooftop here. So it looks like they are repositioning onto the Witch here, which is probably a good idea because this Witch, in order to reach this Witch, you have to trigger the tank unless you go for a draw crown here. So unless anyone on the other team here is confident in draw crowning, they will have to set off this tank for this Witch.
Reloading.
Survivors taking their time clearing up as many of the common infected as possible. Bill really separated here. Very dangerous to be over there. Boomer's looking at that spawn. He's waiting for that spawn. But Bill is not getting closer to that car than he has to. Alright, they're chipping off the common infected. All 4 SI are surrounding them, all coming from different directions. This is how you want to set up an attack. Always come from different directions. Francis now ghosting his way in. He does get the standing crown there. And Charger comes in. Charger gets the charge onto a boomed person. Thankfully, the spit does miss. The tank's coming in here, and we see a pushback onto Francis here into the Horde, and he might get punished here. That tank could get punished. Oh, but the rock does manage to hit Lewis. Tank pulling out, but looks like he's doing fine. Hitting that rock early, though, will make him lose the God Frame range that he does get. He's picking up another rock, and he's throwing it in. Now sitting at 70% range. Probably going to be seeing about 60% of the survivors' line of sight here. It looks like the survivors are going to be pulling it back to the bridge here. While this could be really beneficial in, like, tunneling the tank, it gives this infected so many different attacks here. Hunter is now up. Hunter looking for that DP here. Smoker tries to get the pull into Bill, but the tongue just drops short somehow. And the Hunter's pouncing around, managed to land onto Zoe, get 1 tick of damage off, and gets cleared. Tank throwing his rock. I guess they're trying to send this tank AI, sitting at 15% rage on first pass. The pull goes through, and the people trying to save him are boomed, and Tank is thinking about committing, but he is pulling back, which is a good idea. Going to throw this rock here with only 200 chip. Rock does land onto Bill here, sitting at... oh god, where's Bill's health? I didn't get to see it. But he is now sitting at 45 HP. Temp health, mind you. They are now pushing this tank because they know most of his support is down. And Bill does go down before anyone passes them pills. Boomer can definitely do a lot of damage here. And he gets a beautiful quad boom. The tank is going to commit on that, knowing that he has the best opportunity here. But he doesn't miss. He punches too soon. He gets 1 punch, 2 punch. Francis making sure to hit him with that melee weapon before he gets hit, though. Taking those pills, Tank is missing, and the jockey does get onto Francis here. Tank is now picking up a rock instead of punching. That'll get him 2 hits from a melee weapon. Tank is now getting burgered here. Charger comes into support. Charger gets punched by Tank, but no one is able to clear that chip Charger, though. And the Tank is now pulling out with 300 health, which is probably a bit questionable, but with the 300 HP, he probably gets soloed by Lewis here. But it looks like Lewis will be going down here. I don't think Francis can get the angle on that clear. Oh, wait, he can, but it's a very tight angle there. Oh, but the Hunter's coming in. Even if Lewis were to get cleared, Lewis he ain't getting out there. So, I mean, what we saw there was... I don't entirely agree with pulling back there. There's so much foliage there, and so many different spawns. I mean, that Boomer could have came from so many different angles, and as we saw there, the Boomer got a beautiful quad boom, and the tank just came in and just finished them all off, and great support there towards the end. The tank got really low in health, missed a few key punches, but his support was able to pin the survivors and prevent him from dying before they were able to... guarantee the wipe. So we're going to be going into map 2 here. Tank's going to be at 63%, while Witch is going to be at 82%. So let me see if I can try and remember my percentages here. So 63% tank. I'm going to say it's going to be past the door here. And maybe when the survivors reach here, so we're probably going to be seeing a tank plate on this rooftop here. Or all the way back here, which I see... I mean, I haven't seen anyone play this map all too often, so... but this is generally where most people will play this tank, and I think they will line of sight from behind here, but it gives a lot of boomer spawn opportunities. I mean, not only just from up here, but you can spawn up here or spawn from behind here. So, I guess for here, just got to make sure to pop that boomer. If you get boomed in that area, not going to be as bad as, say, the office shed that we were just playing at. But still, don't like getting boomed during a tank. It's really, really, you know, makes things a lot more difficult. And waiting on 4 people to ready up. Still waiting for someone to load in here. Hope we're not having any more technical difficulties here. Looks like McNasty just left here. Show what's going on there. As somebody just stated, Nasty is missing. And I forgot to do it for the war rooms there on the last map. I completely apologize. I haven't really done any Left to Learn for 2 weeks since we did have a week off on the, you know, by July 4th since we were doing the holiday. And I had to put this together for last minute, you know, this entire stream because I had to make sure to get somebody out here and check out my modem. So I had to be waiting here. They were about an hour and a half late, so apologize about that. Alrighty, so it looks like I do have the war rooms ready to go. Alright, so, let's see, waiting on, I guess, a sub or McNasty to come back, maybe? Alrighty, still waiting on, I guess, McNasty returning. He still hasn't rejoined Mumble here. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and run forward here. This 82% witch, I'm trying to remember where this 82% is. It's 82% witch. I mean, if it's right here, that could be a real pain in the ass, but also if it's all the way right around here. Just, if it's either in either of those 2 locations, which I just pointed out, it can be a very devastating witch there. Draw crowning or not, there's just so many possible spawns there for the SI. And while here you can kind of spread out your survivors to try and cover as many spawns. Like if the witch is at the top here, you have 2 people down here, and then maybe 2 people and 1 person back here maybe. But the more you spread out, the easier it is to get, like, you know, cut off and such, getting pulled or jockeyed, even pounced out of sight. Just be very brutal. Those 2 witch spots there at 82%, I don't know which one it is. Both going to be very, very brutal. Looks like we're still waiting for a 4th for the Sawyers, and looks like Robza2 will be subbing in for McNasty here. Having a lot of technical difficulties tonight here, which I, you know, apologize for. Alright, looks like we are going live. First hit consisting of a 2 or a 3-1 with Charger and Boomer. Preferably you want a Spitter for this setup here on this first hit, but they're going to have to make do with this Boomer. Boomer could make a huge distraction here in these hallways or in this stairwell here. Good for some Charger punches or just a charge and a pounce, etc. But it looks like they're going to be going for a later hit here than usual, which I guess I can somewhat agree to. Just, you don't have a Spitter, so hitting up there is actually very, very difficult. And the payoff is not as good. Alright, Survivor's taking it very slow here, clearing the common infected. Make sure to take the back room too, because they weren't sure about the spawns. They came all the way here to the stairwell here, closing the door. They're now opening it here with Lewis ghosting out. Lewis looking above really quickly here, and then looking back down. All three survivors are currently running around here with only Lewis ghosting right now. He's going to be ghosting around the corner. Smoker is ready to get this pull, but he doesn't see Lewis. But Lewis turns on his flashlight. He might have gotten seen there, and he does get the shots off, but he does not kill the Smoker before he gets him halfway into the room. Boomer gets a great 2-boom, and Hunter gets pounced. Nope, gets dead stop, sorry. And Charger just managed to get a good 2-charge there. So a 2-boom and a double charge there. A bit of damage going out on the survivors. They're currently with, what is that, 7 and then plus another one, so 48 points of damage there. They're going to make it into this alarm here. Might be able to set it off before the SIF spawns, but it's going to be very risky. But looks like Francis is going for it anyways. But he misses the door. Or did he do it on purpose? No, I think he missed the door. It looks like they're going to be going forward here. Or back? I'm not sure. It looks like they're just as confused as I am. And Spitter and Hunter are trying to work together here. Spitter does go down before the Hunter can pounce anyone. They have a 2-2 for this attack here. Smoker tries to get the pull down. He does get the pull down. No fall damage goes out. Hunter is pouncing around, and he's trying to pounce straight up. Trying to bounce off the walls to get to them, but he's having some trouble. And he might get skeeted here, but he does get the pounce out of Francis, getting a tick of damage off before he gets cleared. Survivor's doing a great job being from the scaffolding here, clearing off all the common. None of the common are making it, except this one here, but none of the common are really making it up to the scaffolding area. 1 common, 2 common being behind Zoe here. So yeah, some good common clearing going on here. Next attack consisting of what looks to be I'm trying to zoom out here, a 2-2 with Smoker. Smoker trying to get the pull down, but misses. He does get shipped to 112, and Spitter does a spit off the ceiling to separate the survivors, but a good clear goes out by Zoe onto the Smoker that was pulling Francis. Spitter trying to run forward here, trying to sack in front of the door, I guess, to try and slow them down. Still holding that Charger and Boomer here. Maybe get a single boom here? He might get a 2-2 for this next hit if they save that Boomer. Looks like the survivors are taking a rather long time here. They should have been pushing forward here, and since they did not push forward, they will be punished with an additional full attack here consisting of a 3-1 with Charger and Boomer. Boomer gets a fall down from the vent and gets a tri-boom, but no one else is there to support him. This could just be a sack, but it looks like the Jockey and Charger are coming in. Charger goes for a miracle charge, but misses. Hunter's coming in. Jockey's walking around. He misses. Hunter's still pouncing around like a flea. Jockey gets shoved aside and does get downed by a golf club. And you see somebody pounced up top of the scaffolding. About 3 ticks of damage going out by that Hunter. Survivors now pushing forward here. Being not as aggressive here. Taking it very slow, which has its ups and downs. You take it slow, you run into less possibly risky attacks, but if you take it too slow, then you run into additional attacks. Zoe completely separated there. Jockey could have maybe done something there, maybe. And Tank is now up. Tank is going to be up in the hands of Rodriguez here. Charger and Boomer working together here, and Charger getting 1 punch, 2 punch, 3. Oh no, not 3. He does get down by the golf club. So let's quickly go over to that infected war room here.
Just be careful about the chip.
Yeah, let's try and keep tight.
If you want to get a better position, get them
I
to
am.
give
I
you
need
a
to
hit.
go across. Across.
Let them give you a hit though.
Yeah,
I know. Go. I can't flash guys! Oh,
Oh, no. Little short.
is this a second pass?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, shit, he might lose.
No, I'm gonna go in.
Yeah.
No, fake on, you
That's
still have
right.
like 20%.
Yeah.
Let it go down. Every little bit counts. Start making your way in.
Alright,
Yeah,
I'm
stop
going in,
pushing.
guys. What?
How's odd?
Yeah, I think.
Well, let the tank corner one and then go in. Right.
Just start helping him out.
God dang it.
Fake calm.
So good. Good jockey.
Get out, tank.
Run away, tank.
I was going in.
Nah,
Alright, and we are back here. So we just saw the tank here by Rodriguez. A couple things to note there. The smoker, when they were trying to get them to hit, the smoker tried to initiate with the attack. You never want to initiate with the smoker from up front, especially from up front. I'm not sure exactly how the tank went AI. I mean, somebody was shooting at her. Great pounce and spit here. Unfortunately, none of the horde going onto him. A little bit of horde going onto him, holding him in just for half a second. And that will be a down onto Francis here. Really great tri-boom there. A tri-boom setting up that entire attack,
You okay? I'm okay. I got you.
leaving here Lewis and Cloud with just a little bit of health bonus here on Lewis.
I got something for you.
Bill holding the large portion of the health bonus, so the infected need to start working on hitting Bill here to minimize as much health bonus as possible. Next attack consisting of a 2-2 with a charger and jockey. This can be very deadly in this particular area here, but with no smoker though, they can't pull anyone down. Charger's unable to really do anything since he has to walk all the way up there. Charger's sitting at 300 health, but does get the charge, and Spit might be able to get this onto Bill, or onto Francis, sorry. Oh, and then we see a jockey onto Francis here. Might go down, but Bill does get the clear. Going to work with that frying pan, and we are seeing the witch here. Not in a really bad spot. Francis going for that crown, a jump crown, but misses it. Francis now black and white. One more attack before the save room here. Should consist of a charger, which we do have a charger here. So we're going to be seeing a, waiting on 2 seconds for the spawns here. Seeing a 3-1 with charger and boomer, so this could be the kill that they need here on Francis, or the chip onto Bill. Charger leading in. Charger going for those punches. They're going all onto Bill here, going all out, dropping that health bonus down to a meager 64. Smoker could recharge here and try and get a pull back. And we see it down onto Lewis here. This quad boom is just holding the survivors out. And they might be able to get a second attack here, the infected. And might be able to either get a kill onto Corange or maybe a down onto Bill. It's going to be kind of close, and we see a pull, but he gets stopped. Shot to the head. And Hunter comes in. Hunter's coming in. Does not get death stop, and here comes a spit. We could see a death if the spit spreads properly. Oh, wow. But the sprint does separate them long enough for Zoe to go down outside by the jockey. Jockey can try and prolong this as long as possible, but it looks like the survivors are just going in, and they're going to let Zoe die. Which is probably... I don't want to say that was the right call. They had enough time to get out there and pick them up, but they might have been panicking and forgot the spawn times of the SI. So now we play the waiting game here. Infected, not killing Zoe. So just going back on a couple things here while we go through the match while they wait for Zoe to be killed. Earlier we saw Rodriguez's tank here. Rodriguez had the right idea of going up top. A little unfortunate that she went AI even though she was being shot at. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe there was some fog on the map. Seeing some spit going on to Zoe. Smoker tried to initiate from up front here while they were trying to get an attack. You never want to initiate with the Smoker, especially from the front. It's very risky to even initiate from the back in competitive play. People will be looking for that Smoker or that Boomer, and once your tongue is shot, which is very easy to clear for people that just, you know, aim and practice aiming a lot, and once the tongue is clear, your SI is out until the attack is done. So it's probably best to send in a Hunter or a Jockey. Maybe a free boom if you think the boomer can get it. But Smoker you try not to lead in with, and a Charger you definitely never lead in with. Charger always goes in mid, but never last. Alrighty, so again, first hit, similar to the previous team, consisting of a 3-1 with Charger and Boomer. Looks like they're going to be hitting down below in the office area, similar to what the other team did. See how the current Survivor team handles their mirrored strategy here. We're waiting on Kev Shaman. We are going live here. Francis with those dual pistols opening the door here, but looks like he's switching back to his Uzi right before they go through the door. Door is open, Francis taking point, and Boomer gets shoved aside, but he does not get popped before he vomits. And that will be a sack here. Looks like the survivors know this is a sack though, and they are running forward. But they have to be very careful here with all this horde since it's getting tunneled through their only walkway here. Smoker is up. Smokers gets to pull onto Lewis here, but he gets cleared offside here. Charger goes for a free charge, knocking over some office cabinets. Hunter getting shoved aside, getting some scratches in, and does eventually go down with a whopping, I want to say 50 points there. 2 points off of the previous team in that first attack. They have a spitter for this next hit. Spitter could try and spit delay right here. Entirely up to him, but it looks like he will not be spit delaying. Instead, he will be saving for the next attack here. Next attack consisting of a 2 with Smoker and Charges, or a 2-2 with Smoker and Charger. They could get a pull down and then a spit charge. That could be very devastating with all this horde too. Smoker's going to be in the back. He's going to have to try and pull down Bill or Lewis here. Zoe is not in a good position to be pulled back. That railing is saving her. And, I don't know, the Smoker is kind of in a bad spot. Spit is going to be rearranging from the front, and Boom is going to be coming from behind the turbine, but looks like he's going to be going down below and trying to arc his vomit up. Boomer is now up. Boomer's trying to get the vomit, and he does miss. And we see a pull. Oh, wow. A double, triple charge, but where's the spit? And the spit does come in, and a great pull onto Lewis. And that will be a down onto Zoe. Oh, wait. Never mind. I forgot. The nerf damage to spit. I completely forgot. Sorry. But that was a great organized hit. I mean, the Boomer did miss, but it was just set up perfectly. That charge, everyone charged, or, you know, 3 people getting charged there because they're all distracted by that Boomer. Smoker pulling Lewis, the only person out of spit, to try and clear them, leaving Francis the only person to have to clear both targets. Next attack consisting of a 3-1 here with Charger and Boomer. Charger probably going to charge through this doorway here, and Boomer's all the way up front? Or, no, you just teleported back. Well, it looks like they are going to be setting up forward. Survivors are not pushing forward here. Common Infected are already spawning up ahead. So they have to deal with this Common Infected and the attack. But it looks like the SR are going to be setting up for this tank instead. Survivors taking their time here, expecting an attack, but they do have to remember that Terrible is bleeding here, and every 3 or 4 seconds that they don't move is 1 health lost. Zora's taking it very, very slow here. Pills are now taken here, and they're going to be grabbing another set of pills from the cabin.
Reloading!
France is completely alone down below, but I guess the survivors just got the idea that they're not going to attack us here. They're going to be attacking us during the tank. Bill holding onto a propane tank that they will be using for this tank. Looks like they will be dropping off here, but they're going to be taking it along the side here just to make it safe. And Francis does fall down and probably takes 1 damage from fall damage. Hunter is now up, probably just making noise. Propane tank is thrown. And Bill is looking for that Hunter. Tries to jump onto the electric cabinet there, but looks like he misses. And still waiting for that tank to come up. Hunter pouncing around, just kind of scaring the survivors here. And Boomer does come in. Boomer gets a double boom here, and Charge is coming in. Charge gets the charge, and we see a tri-cap right off the bat. Let's quickly go to that infected war room.
Take go in right away. Just go in. Don't throw rocks. Go in. Take the top left. Climb the ladder.
Okay.
Now, while looking at them, keep running forward in their direction while looking at them. Yep. Perfect. And now you can throw a rock at the next hole opening. Use R. Don't use the double underhand. Just use R.
I like the quicker though when it's going down.
Yeah, it's a little bit harder to aim because of the floor below you.
Spoon right away or what?
Yeah, get a hit. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Try to get a rock amongst his mayhem. You're doing fine, you got
Do you want
sight.
to go in or just keep throwing rocks?
No, keep throwing rocks. You get hitbox, the guy behind,
Why did my rage meter get refilled? I'm looking right at Bill.
I don't know, it acts up sometimes like that, I don't know why.
Yeah, it's dropping steadily right now.
Bill's getting good shots on you.
Oh, I just want to rock tank this at this point, but like, I'm looking right at them and losing rage.
Because of fog, probably.
Oh,
There's no
just
frog.
get it, commit, you might have to just commit. You're gonna
Okay.
lose it in a few seconds.
Okay, I'm going.
Don't take any more free chip. You can catch up to him, he's slow. Uh-oh. Punch him and get out. Punch Bill and get out.
Yeah, I lost it. That's.
That's weird. It's a fog.
I was looking at them almost the whole time.
Nice. Wow, that perfect. Wow, it's taking a wipe?
Oh, he's
No,
stuck on
he's
the boom
beating.
guy.
Yeah.
That was pretty impressive though. You got the smoker, all you. Focus on Francis now. That was really good though.
Alright, and we are back here. We just saw a tank go AI also. So, the fog on this map seems to be very, very, I don't know what the word I'm looking for here, but the fog on this map seems to be very, very close. You don't get sight, or rage rather, from very close targets. It's very similar to No Mercy Map 3. When you play on the rooftop, there is fog that prevents you from seeing the survivors if they stand by the gas station. And we see a pull going onto Francis here. He's not getting cleared. He might go down. That is what's left of their health bonus here. Survivors having a lot of bleed here. No sets of pills. The infected just need to make sure to wipe them or just finish off what's left of their temp health.
Come on, guys, I need some help.
And Lewis does go down. That is 2 people down. Smoker coming in. And Charge is coming in from behind. He does get the charge on the Bill. And Spitter coming in just to spin in their bodies and obviously rack up those points.
This is going to hell in a handbasket really fast. Over here. Help! Help!
And for those of you that are watching right now in chat, I blame Daddy Ping. Alrighty, so we are on map 3 of Blood Harvest here. So, for those of you who are just tuning in or already here, because I just love repeating myself, we are on Left2Learn here. For those of you who don't know what Left2Learn is a Steam crew dedicated to helping veterans or casual players from regular versus into transitioning to competitive versus, or some people call it configure versus, or confoggle as some people call it. Which it is no longer called Confoggle, people. So if you're interested in learning how to play competitive versus or see what the difference is, just click the Steam group link down below and it'll send you to the Steam group. It's very easy to sign up and join. First attack consisting of a 2-2 here with Jackie and Hunter. Looks like we're going to be seeing the liquids going in here and sacking. Boomer went in a bit early. I mean, the survivors were waiting there for him. Probably should have waited a bit longer, but
somewhere. Stay positive, guys.
Witch is at 17%. Witch will be played by the infected. Witch can be draw crown, but it doesn't look like anyone sees it. But it looks like Bill sees it, and he's going for the draw crown. And he shoots too early and misses. Hunter pouncing around, manages to land and get a stumble. And you see a charge onto Lewis, and you see a 2-cap in the back. Oh, and here comes a spit. A lot of damage going on the survivors here. Great job by the infected capitalizing on that witch. Jockey getting shoved aside, and we see a double kill with that baseball bat.
I was worried there. Let's get you up on your feet.
Thanks.
Already, one set of pills are dedicated here. 2 sets of pills are dedicated right before the tank, so we have 2 bleeders right before this tank, which, mind you, is at 37%, and tank is now up. Tank up in the hands of Tupug Shakur, and the survivors will be running forward here to play this tank. And we're going to quickly go over to this survivor war room here to see how they play this tank.
Hunter's up.
Hunted.
Nice. Push this tank. Go up that hill right now. Everybody go up the hill at the same time and push him. Just watch the rock. Go, go, go. Clear those common out the way, and then you can push tank. You might have to clear this common and go back.
Yeah, common for days.
Alright. Just regroup on the left. Don't go too far deep. They have a hit up. Just regroup.
We can hit to the tracks from there.
Nice. Just hold it there. You're doing fine. You got no support. You can wipe him right now. Actually, get Lewis. Get the pickup. Pill up and pill up. Don't get out the corner. Get out the corner. Nice. Now you're gonna shoot him down. You gotta push him hard now before his hits up. He's dead.
Watch smoking, huh?
Hunted.
Oh,
Smoked.
Dead.
I wish I had an Uzi. He'd have been dead a lot faster.
Alright, and we are back here. The survivors took it forward here. They had the general idea to push that tank, but they did not watch out for those rocks, and they weren't clearing the common fast enough. But yeah, pushing the tank while the SI were down when the tank was in a really bad position is actually a really great call, especially on a map like this. You want to move forward and take it into a better spot rather than taking it down below. Not only do they have spawns within all the foliage, but they can spawn, you know, above you onto the cliffside and jump onto you. Whereas if you get up top, there's very little spawns and it's very open. So yeah, they made the right call. They just need to be mindful of the rocks, and they had to clear the common infected quicker. Alrighty, so we're going to be seeing how these survivors deal with this pretty early tank and really early witch. They need to make sure that, one, obviously the crown can't miss. If the crown does miss, you need to make sure to shut down those SI. And it looks like infected are running forward here, and they're going to leave the spitter back here. I guess they're going to be sacking the spit, saving the boom, or I'm not sure what the SI are doing. Let's see, where's the boomer? Alright, so the boomer's going to be going in. Boomer's going to be sacking, they're saving the spit, which is pretty good in that little cornered area. And Boomer comes in, gets shoved aside, but he does not get popped in time. Survivor's taking too much time here, not running forward. They should know that if only the Boomer came in, then it is a sack, so they need to start pushing forward as quickly as possible. But unfortunately, they did take too long, so they will have to deal with all 4 SI up for this witch. Oh, that common infected. Someone clear that common, please! Oh, and it gets a hit on someone. Gotta turn up the brightness in your monitors, people. Alrighty, and Hunter is by the witch. Crouching, he could get shot, but it looks like the draw crown does go on, and we see a stumble! It looks like they're gonna try and kill the witch before he gets to the draw. Great skeet going out by Bill. That entire attack was just so well managed by the survivors, and they used that propane tank to stumble that witch and just completely destroy the witch while she was stumbling. Survivors doing really good on health, have a lot of pills on them, full set of pills, and tank is now up in the hands of Kevsham. So let's quickly go over to that survivor war room here.
Does he have support yet or no?
Probably does now.
You should be getting some.
Well,
Make
let's
sure
fight
you
it,
block the
Cocky.
spawns behind you.
Let's fight it here for a little bit.
Don't push like
I
they
lost
did.
count. You want- Just you. Oh,
Boom.
you ate that. Oh, double charge.
That's right.
I'm bouncing the back.
Rock, rock, rock.
The shotgun needs to always be on rock duty. Just stay calm.
I almost say that.
Is the support down or what?
Yeah.
Reloading.
After this hit, we should start pushing him.
Yeah,
Or
you're
never
getting
mind,
over aggressive,
terrible.
Zoe.
Terrible's pushing him. We should do it too.
Hits up. You're gonna put yourself in a bad spot.
Ah!
Alright, just watch out.
I'm reloading.
Alright, hits up.
Sure you
After
block
this,
the
we should
spawns,
push
'cause
it
the
there.
boomer got in a spawn that he shouldn't have.
Reloading.
Jockey.
Behind you. Charger. Reloading.
Alright, let's push him.
Shoot the commons.
I can't see if there's a rock, by the way.
Ooh. Just stay mainly where you're at. Try to get scared more. I'm running out of ammo though.
I'm
Yeah,
on
you guys need
ammo
to push
too.
him. You guys are spraying too much into
One
the
pick
blind.
was terrible.
Reloading.
Well, let's just fight it up here now, because honestly, we're bleeding out, and...
Reloading.
Damn it.
I'm reloading.
Beamer's there.
I'm down a single pistol.
Let's just run forward then. The tank's just keeping his distance correctly with you guys. With your group though, you're running all by yourself.
You guys coming? Come with me, Lewis.
Yeah, we were just gonna have to.
Let's just go. There's a smoker right there.
Poor smoker.
Dudes! Oh my god, just go. Don't even look back. Go!
You got this, boy.
Oh, that log.
And it's always the smoker.
And the smoker! Every time I ever try to run on this game or Left 4 Dead, smoker kills me.
That's what they're there for. Make your life hell.
They're the most troll fucking SI ever. Like, you're like, oh yeah, I'm farther away from almost everything that can hit me. But
Alright, and we are back. So we just saw the end of Kevsham's tank. Again, the survivors had a really good idea on pushing the tank, but they were never able to actually do the push. They kept getting boomed on every attack, but mind you, unless you're getting, unless you're getting tri-boomed, you should still be able to send one person to push that tank. You know, watch the rocks and have somebody stand back, cover the minimum of 2 people boomed, and just skeet the rocks while the people that are boomed handle the horde. But you need to have somebody pushing that tank. Since there was no one pushing that tank, he was just really able to keep throwing rocks over and over until they had to push or die, pretty much. So, gotta kind of make that decision, and gotta do it quicker rather than later. Or sooner rather than later, whatever. Anyways, we're on map 4 here with Blood Harvest. Everyone's favorite map. Foliage everywhere. Rocks, trees that are actually fully on the ground. I'm looking at you, Swamp Fever. Yeah, Swamp Fever with your freaking floating trees that you have to jump to spawn behind. Alrighty, so just waiting on 4 people to ready up here. The points here for the teams is really not that difficult here. So, or I mean, not that difficult. What am I? I don't know why I'm saying difficult, but really not that far apart. Teams can still come back here, and first attack here consisting of what seems to be a 3-1 with Charger and Spitter. Unfortunately, I can't see the 4th SI, but I know that it's not a Boomer. For those of you who don't know, the 2-2 setup, the initial 2-2 setup, can never consist of a Charger. Unless, of course, you're in a pub server and somebody leaves as soon as your team's wipe in and replaces one BSI with another in the rotation. But, yeah, the initial 2-2 can never have a Charger in the setup. And there was also another thing that I discovered there, but I completely forgot about it once I stopped playing the game. Something about, I think, like, you can't have a smoker and a jockey together or something like that. It's one of the 3 capping SI, so Smoker, Jockey, and Hunter, one of those 2 can never be together in a 2-2 setup, or initial setup, rather. I just don't remember which. They're just waiting on Tupug Shakur, or Shakur. Right, and which will be 11%, so this is going to be a really early witch. I wouldn't be surprised if it's either before or after the barn. Hell, it might be inside the barn, but if it's after the barn, SI might be able to get an attack if the survivors do not push forward. But, to put it simple, if the survivors push forward, going for that witch spawn, then they should have no problem getting that witch before the SI are able to respawn. Still waiting on Tupug Shakur to ready up here. And we are going live. Again, first hit consisting of a 3-1 with Charger and Spitter, which is already spawned up, and the infected are repositioning on that Spitter, I mean on that Witch.
Lights off.
Lewis getting hit by a stray common infected. Going off into the foliage there on the right would be very risky if they have an attack up. Even if they are going to do that witch hit, just being in that foliage in the right is just never a good idea. And the witch is in a fairly open spot. I mean, it seems pretty favorable for the survivors to try and go for it. Although they can entirely, just completely skip her if they choose. Infected are still setting up for that witch, but it looks like they're realizing that the survivors are going to be avoiding the witch for the time being. Jockey spawned up and jumping around on top, which I don't really agree with. Now that you spawned up, they know where you're at and will be knowing where to expect you from. And the Charger is not taking advantage of that pre-spawn by setting up behind them. So it looks like they're all going to be coming from the rooftop here, some general, from the general same vicinity. It looks like the survivors will be skipping this witch and taking the jump here, or they could be baiting this attack. And almost getting dead stop, but the jockey does make it out here with minimal chip, sitting at a 237. Still can be skeeted here by a single shotgun shell. Jockey coming back in here, but they're unable to see him through the foliage. Bill hesitating before dropping here, but it looks like they will be skipping this witch, and they will be moving forward here, and they're going straight into the barn. Infected now having to reset up this attack, and Charger will be leading here, but does miss. But we're seeing a great attack going on to Lewis here, and Tank is now up in the hands of Terrible here. Let's quickly go over to that infected war room.
Yeah, okay.
It really depends on how well you can hit over the tables, but it's going to help you prevent the survivors from pushing forward.
I can handle this.
They have a propane ready to throw it at the gas and I just...
Make sure you crouch when you hit it, you can control it better. You might as well hit it now because you can bait them to shoot
you guys give me a hit.
early.
Go.
Got one. Oh, you got cleared. Either way, you should.
Just get out.
How are you doing, Francis?
Still have second pass. You're going outside.
Look, he's gonna have to commit next hit.
Reloading.
Get closer before you lose it like I did.
Reloading.
I'm gonna have to commit.
Yeah. No.
Nice hit. Hit on that. Nice.
Good job.
Just stall it. Just stall the pickup. Buy time for your team.
Come on, I got you. You're gonna be okay.
Go and support.
I can get robbed.
Nice.
Oh, good hit. I got
Sorry, Smoker.
it's all good. I gotta smoke up. I'm ready to get him.
This Zoe.
I got her. The most trolling I ever.
Good support, guys. Good tank.
Thank you.
See, we
support.
didn't get them wipe.
Yeah. You just gotta have a troll ass propane tank set up for the tank.
You could have just baited him to hit the blow up the tank actually too. That was another option.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, what are they going to do? Just all go in there while the hit is up?
Guys, over here.
Alright, and we are back here. So we just saw a really great tank and a really great support coming out from the infected team here. Making sure to capitalize on everything possible. We actually saw someone get punched off of the side here. And these rails here definitely don't help too much. But then again, they are paper thin. Alrighty, so the Survivor team can definitely come back here. I think it was like only a 200-point deficit, so they only have to just get to the tank, kill him, and then make it to the event, and I think they should be caught up by then. So, previous team, same attack here. Charger and Spitter, 3-1. And the Survivors just got to be careful not to get Charge Spit early on here. But let's see what the Infected have in mind. So the Infected are probably going to think that, hey, these players are probably going to try and skip the Witch. So let's try and hit them early. And Charger is set up for that Charge Spit, but he is all the way in the front, so this means he might be leading in. You don't want to lead in with that Charger. I mean, he's in a good spot, but do not lead in with that Charger. You need to send in the Jockey first. Looks like Charger's going to be losing a spawn, and Jockey's now, Spitter is now up. Charger's lost his spawn, and Spitter's going for a free spit here. Punch is going out, and he does get the charge, but he does not get a tick of damage. And we see a spit death here, getting a, I guess, a minor tick of damage on the Francis. So a lot of damage going out on the poor Francis there. And of course, the Witch will be avoided because they realize that there is one SI still up. The Hunter, Kevsham, just waiting for the Survivors to come over, and he realizing they're not coming over, he's going to go back and get on top. I was going to say despawn.
There's the trap.
Survivors are definitely rushing forward here, trying to take advantage of all this open room and the lack of special infected and common attacks coming in. And the attack does come in here, and somebody gets jockeyed down below, and we see a possible, almost a tri-cap going in here, and Bill running through that spit, taking a lot of damage, and Zoe taking a lot of damage here. Might go down before he gets cleared because of that common infected hitting him, but the common does get cleared, and so does the jockey. And you have one person bleeding before the tank, and tank will be up now. Oh, how about now? Now? Alright, now. Alright, tank will be up now in the hands of Cloud. Alright, so let's quickly go over to that infected war room.
On the front by the... Not yet. Support. Shit.
Bloody Stone going.
Don't focus so much on the hittable. Alright, go in, focus on the survivors, and then support go now. Use the hittable now on Lewis. Get out, actually, probably should get out.
You gotta get out, man.
You still first pass. Just stay alive. Get on a high roof, like where they came from, and you can play rock tank. As long as they don't shoot you. Get them a hit. Get that boom by the car. He's still alive, Hunter. Get on that roof, throw some rocks. Oh.
Alright, and we are back here. Just saw a tank by Cloud, Cloud going out there. A couple things to note is, one, don't focus too much on the hittables, especially if it's a forklift. God, everyone hates forklifts. I don't think anyone knows how to specifically hit those forklifts properly. They're kind of random with the forks and such. Two is, he kind of stayed committed there. I mean, unless you're really close to the wipe, you don't want to stay committed with that tank, especially when you still have 3k health. Other than that, I'm not sure what else I can really say to that. Just other than that, don't focus too much on the hittable, especially if it's a forklift, and you need to pull out if you still got a large amount of health. Alright, next attack consisting of a 3-1 with Charger and Spitter. We're going to be seeing the event here. The score is now in favor of the Survivor team here. Could possibly try and get a pull down here, maybe get a spit charge, but this entire attack looks incredibly devastating. You're seeing the survivors are taking their time clearing the common infected. It looks like the horde is triggered now, so the event is now going to be going on until they make it to the safe room. Smoker tries to get the pull, misses, he's going to be hiding back there. This is only take 30 points of chip there. Charger is spawned, and a pull onto Rodriguez, and Charger's coming in. Charger gets a spit charge with two people in there. Or is that 3? Fortunately for them, I guess the spit did not land properly, so they did not get as much spit damage, but still, really good attack. Rodriguez having some issues there with the common infected, but does get the kill onto the smoker. Survivors just using those melee weapons to cut through the common infected. Rodriguez being left in the back here. And Lewis just going to town with a katana, but he is the remaining health bonus for the team, and he is leading, and he does get boomed. Getting hit by those common infected. Unable to get the clear here. Spitter gets stumbled, but not before, not getting killed before she spit delays. Lewis really needs to make it into that room here, but if he keeps leading, something terrible might happen. And here comes a charger, but he goes for a miracle charge and does not hit Lewis. There are no special infected left. Lewis needs to make it into that safe room to secure that health bonus, but he seems to be trying to be a hero here and trying to defend his teammates here. Infected will now be up. Hunter in the hands of Orange here, going for that scratch, getting 2 scratches onto Lewis with the 3rd onto Zoe, downing her. That health bonus will be dwindling, and Francis is going to be bleeding down here to 1 HP and getting scratched. Spitter's going for that spit delay, and you see a pull on the Bill here, and there is the down on Francis. Fortunately for them, the Horde seems to have stopped, and here comes a boom. Gets a single boom onto Francis here, but it looks like there's no Horde. Nope, the Horde are coming from the safer. Lewis doing a great service there and closing the common inside. And Jockey coming in from behind. A silent Jockey does get onto Lewis.
Hang on, I got you. Don't worry. I can.
Fortunately, that was not a death Jockey. Well, that could have been much, much worse. But he is slow, so he did lose quite a bit of health bonus there. Maybe about 50 points of health, but still makes it in with 152 bonus. Alrighty, so I mean it's less than a 400 point deficit, so the scores are really still pretty close here. I mean, you never know, you might see a comeback here. I think we still got that early tank here. This early tank is all about rocks, so let's see who gets the awesome rock tank of the campaign here, shall we? Alright, so we are on the finale here of Blood Harvest. Right? And, yeah. Finale of Blood Harvest. I like this finale for campaign. It's a pretty decent finale for campaign. That and Dead Air. Although I don't like Dead Air as a versus finale. Ugh. Alrighty, so first hit here consisting of a 3-1 with Charger and Spitter. Possible death charges here. Possible spit charges. We'll just have to see what the infected teams decide to come up with here. Alright, just waiting on 5 different people to ready up here. And, let's see, 62% tank and 36% witch. I'm not sure if 62% tank will delay the tank all the way till they get to the field, or if it'll just be a forced static tank when they reach the trains here. I'm not sure. The witch might be on the top of this train card here. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, we're seeing a ready up going up by Kev Sham. Alright, I'm just waiting for Kawaii Desu to ready up here on the Survivor side. We'll be going live here on the Blood Harvest finale, where anything goes. Anything indeed. Alrighty, and here we go. We are now going to be live here. Again, first hit consisting of a 3-1 with Charger and Spitter. They do have a smoker, so they could set up this death charge. But it looks like they're going pretty far back there. I guess they're going to be setting up on a witch or a tank. Oh, and the common does get a hit off. And the common are pretty spread out here. It's actually pretty thin horde now that you think of it. Seeing some domestic violence going on there, and still waiting here. Looks like the witch is now up.
Reloading.
I've seen better positioned witches for this. I think that could have been much worse for the survivors, but still pretty good spot. They can spawn from up top here and rain down on them. They can even get onto this side here, which I think they can jump onto this and get up there. I'm not sure if it's unblocked in Chroma, but I remember seeing some people up there. And it looks like the survivors are jumping across the train. I don't remember being able to jump between there. Is that something pro mod? Yeah, I don't remember being able to jump between there. And looks like the Draw Crown is going out here. Charger and Jockey are going in. And the Draw Crown is mitched here, and we see a spit charge. Fortunately, Bill does not get killed by the witch. His teammates there were able to kill that witch before anything drastic happened. But still, a really great attack going out by the special infected there. 2 bleeders for this tank is nothing to laugh at.
I think I'm going home in a box. Reloading!
Alright, and tank is now up in the hands of Rob Zatul, so let's quickly go over to, I want to say that infected war room.
For him. Take a land that rock.
Ready?
Nice, boom. Keep pushing in. You can force him all the way back to the safe room. Oh, good try, Charger. Tank, come on, climb. You can do it.
Fucking troll ladder. Oh my.
Just look forward, up. There you go. Just try keeping sight on them. You don't have to throw rocks while spawns are down. Just gotta keep sight and run back when they're pushing you. Throw a rock right now just to keep them at bay.
To attack from behind.
Tank, push him towards the boomer. Boomer spawn in the back, and then boomer get the boom when tank is pushing him in. Yeah, keep pushing forward. Go in, boomer. Boomer, go, go, go. Perfect. Now support go. Tank is like non-boom guys. Nice. You can keep pushing towards the other guys. You have like 2k. Cover him with the rocks. With rocks.
What? You're not talking loud enough.
Rock, rock, rock. Just... Actually, you're doing fine.
Nice.
Perfect. You just gotta make sure they don't pick up wall. Staying alive. You don't gotta do anything but hide in the bushes. Get a rock while there's hunter distracted for you. That's a rock on Zoe.
I was gonna recommend maybe hunt Bill.
It's gonna be hard for the tank to cover. But don't let him get the pickup. Charger. Get Lewis. Perfect.
Nice.
Boomer.
Keep stopping the pickup, Bill will die.
Go, 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 everybody
Nice.
go. Tank, you probably commit on that. Just force him.
The rocks
Oh.
don't stop the pickup anyway.
Black and white.
Yeah.
Nice. Keep that up. Keep that up. Doing perfect.
Come on, man, get up!
Try to rock the guy getting up. Nice.
They're distracted.
Nice. Ooh. They don't know what to do. Hunter, go in, get him a rock. They're gonna push him if you don't go. Nice. Yeah, they're going forward. Just keep
Feels so good.
You probably only use the M2 rock because it's the best rock, and
I want a
keep
double overhand. It's higher.
Double overhand is R.
Yeah.
yeah, that's the perfect time for a double overhand.
Oh, man. It looks so good.
Nice
Nice.
charge.
Oh.
You rocked it down, guy.
If we go down like this again, that's it for you.
You gotta keep doing that. Don't let them get the pickup. If they push you, run back.
Thanks, man.
They're going forward.
Aim it a little bit higher. They're pretty far away. Get a hit, guys. Go right now. Nice.
Sorry, Smoker, but
It's okay. I can't.
Nice fucking rock.
God. Francis is dead.
Bill isn't. Oh, there you go.
Wow, that
Well,
was
the
really
rock
good.
landed and still went AI.
Alrighty, and we are back, and we just saw a very devastating tank coming out by Rob Zator here, with leaving just 2 survivors together, and that will be the wipe by spit onto Zoe. Thing to note, when you have very little health left over and you hear a spitter spawn up, it's probably a good idea to start moving very quickly.
Guys, I need some help.
Alrighty here, so about a point difference of, I want to say, just, I don't know, I can't math right now, but let's just say less than 600, okay? Either way, so yeah, less than 600, just survive, I want to say maybe survive 2 tanks. This tank here, very rock tank, so you need a lot of skeet, or line of sight, but there's not that much room here to line of sight from, really. Most people will line of sight behind these two cars here. Possibly behind these trees, but it's a little risky because a boomer can get you from right here. And I think it's just, I don't know. It's a pretty strong rock tank, and if the tank knows how to get up here, then you can just kiss your line of sight goodbye. Alright. Anyways, first hit here, consistent with the previous team, is a 3-1 with Charger and Spitter. Now, looks like this team is going to be setting up for the Death Charge, though. If they get this Death Charge, that will pretty much guarantee them the win here. It's going to be very difficult to come back after that. Looks like Rob Zatol has to go here. Pretty abrupt, so they're going to have to find a sub in here really quick. Anyways, in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and be right back really quick. I need to turn off my air conditioning because it's getting actually pretty cold. Alrighty, I am back. Alrighty, and we are going live here. So again, the infected team look to be going for this death charge here. So let's get a bird's eye view at this action. Charger might lose spawn, and Charger does lose spawn. He's got the reposition, but the Charger does get a spawn, though. And the charge goes out, and that is the death charge there. And on their sub, no less. A height of 1,265. And things looking very unfortunate here for the Survivor team. They still can make this and win, but they would have to literally make it to, I want to say, the escape vehicle. They don't have to escape, but they'll have to make it to the escape vehicle. And they still have not triggered the tank yet, so I guess they just realized that they have no shotgun. Somebody else is going to have to grab that shotgun, and they're going to have to endure another attack here right off the bat. Bill making sure to stay out there to try and prevent some spawns, but it's very risky. And Boomer's now up. Nobody's popping the Boomer. And Lewis does get vomited on. And Jockey does get a grab here. Could see another death charge coming in, and that is another death charge, and that will guarantee the win here for the infected team. Alrighty, and Lewis here has only one job. One job, this crown, Dead Witch. That is your only job here, Lewis. And he does a great job with that crown. No hesitation, almost getting 120% on that. And they will be pushing this tank, which is in the hands of Terrible here. It looks like we just saw a Charger disappear into a couple molecules there, I'm not sure. And they are pushing this tank, and this tank is actually going to take a lot of chip here. Now, oh, but that pull into the back here, and Lewis is now separated. I was gonna say if this tank plays very, very poorly, that they might be able to get the kill on him. And here comes a common infected, and does get the hit on Lewis, slowing him down for that hit, and that will be the wipe. Alrighty, and GG's do go out. And alrighty, so that is the end of Left to Learn, July 12th, 2014. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you guys next weekend. Take care.